Hi everyone, Neil here from Mead Street Physio. We're just going to show you today how to do a low diet taping, which is a taping that's designed to help support people who've got flat or unstable feet. Helpful for things like shin splints, knee pain, and also a good way to find out if orthotics are going to be effective as part of the treatment that we do. So we've got Jess here to help us out and donate her foot. So to do this taping, what we're aiming to do is actually lift the arches of the foot. Now Jess has already got reasonably good arches, so we won't see it move too much. So what we do is actually start on the big toe. Now we start by applying that tape over the joint, holding that down, a little bit of tension down around the heel, and then we draw that tape back up and tearing it off just before the start of the big toe. So the key to this taping is actually that little bit of tension all the way around, and you'll see straight away with that we start to get the first and second toe spreading apart. Now, as much as you can, you want to try and keep the tape as flat as possible, especially across the sole of the feet, but especially with a fairly high arched foot, that's quite difficult sometimes because of the curves. Next thing we do with a small strip is we draw big toe towards little toe. So again, we just apply a little bit of compression. It's just a very tiny amount, and strap that tape across. So the foot's actually got two arches, one that runs long ways from front to back and one that runs across, and we're trying to support both. We just repeat another strip across, trying to keep that original piece down the side flat. And then one more. Sometimes for bigger feet you might need to do 4 or 5. And so again, just trying to avoid too much creasing. Next part of the taping, we want to do a diagonal, so we're running from little toe to inside of the heel, and then we're going to do one in the opposite direction as well. So this one you need to again apply just a little bit of tension, holding on one end, trying to draw that tape around flat across the sole of the foot, and then just smoothing it out through there. Same thing in the other direction. If your foot starts to drop down, just get them to bring it back up straight, and then same thing in the other direction. Again, trying to get that tape as smooth as possible with just a little bit of tension on it. So from there we're just going to finish it off. To hold all those ends down, we're just going to put one more piece around from front to back. So again, starting from the big toe. This one doesn't need quite so much pressure, this is more just to hold it all together. And then from there finishing up by the little toe. So it's a good idea to get either yourself or get the person you're taping to sit and rub the tape for a little while just to help it heat up and for the glue to stick. Lastly, we're going to do a little piece around the top. This one needs to be really gentle. Hopefully I've done it long enough. So it's just designed to hold those two top corners together, so there's no tension on that piece whatsoever. It can go really anywhere along the foot through there. And usually when we're working in the clinic, we'll ask the person to pop their shoes on for about 10 minutes or so just to help to stick that and hold it all in one piece. That's how we do a low dye taping.